Hello! It's me, Willow Storm from Junos Journeys. I hereby present myself in front of this gorgeous Latvian lake. So it's basically one of the many massive lakes in Latvia, because Latvia is a beautiful country with some absolutely amazing views. It's just a bit understated, I feel like, because of its history. People don't really appreciate the country it is now, so today we're going to give you a tour of the little Latvian town we've been staying in to hopefully get you more interested in Latvia yourself. It's a beautiful country and it has lots of natural beauty, and it's very easy to socially distance in with a small population of 1.9 million. So without further ado, please enjoy the grand tour of Latvia. In Latvia, there are tons of block buildings just like the one behind me, because they were mass built during the Soviet era of Latvia's history in order to make sure that every Latvian citizen had a home. Although these buildings might look quite dingy on the outside, after living in one for the past month, I can say they're actually pretty nice. They've got such huge windows which bring in amazing natural light, and they're fully equipped with all the amenities a person could need. And compared to some Western apartments I've been in, there really isn't much difference. They're actually pretty spacious and they're very dependable. I mean, they're made of concrete, so Maxima and Rimi are both very common supermarkets in Latvia, and the food in them is all amazing quality because most of the food is sourced in either Latvia, Lithuania or Estonia, meaning it's very close and always very fresh, and also incredibly cheap because you don't have massive shipping fees to cover to get the food here. It also means during a global pandemic such as this one, the supermarkets are easily restocked. Latvia is a beautiful country, not because of its breathtaking views, but because everywhere you go there is green spaces exactly like this, with so many trees. I feel in Latvia there really is a focus on nature and the natural beauty of it, and as a consequence there is so much biodiversity and wildlife, making it a very refreshing country to be in compared to other places where it's cities and just skyscrapers on skyscrapers and streets, but everywhere here is lined with trees and grassy spaces for the people to just enjoy. So despite being its own country with its own language and traditions and foods, it has a huge Russian influence. Behind me is a very traditional Russian church, and 40% of Latvia's population is Russian. Despite being very similar to other places in Eastern Europe and Slavic countries, Latvia is actually a Baltic country in Northern Europe. And Latvians are very defensive of their heritage because it is frequently overlooked. Latvia is also a very wet country with lots of lakes, and most people still having their own wells to draw their own water from. It's very rare that the wells here run out of water. Latvia, like most of Northern Europe, is a potato country, and a lot of the traditional foods are based around potatoes, such as one of my personal favourites of potato pancakes. Okay, so I guess that concludes our little tour of Latvia and the Latvian town we've been staying in. If you'd like a tour of a proper Latvian apartment, comment down below and I can do one of those for you. Personally, I think Latvia is a very understated country because it has so much nature, it's so refreshing and honestly very beautiful and considerate of the people that live here and the space it takes up. I'm sure there are plenty of pros and cons for living in Latvia as well as coming to visit it, but this was just a brief tour of it and I think it's a pretty interesting place. What do you think of Latvia? Let me know. And I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe.
There's some videos there that you should watch.